Hello, soul friends. This is Mary, and welcome back to my channel. Today's pick a card reading is going to be all about what you are manifesting at the moment. What you are manifesting at the moment, or what you are working towards. What do you want at the moment? I apologize for the lighting in advance. Remember, no matter your individual beliefs, tarot or oracle reading is your spirit guides coming forward to give you advice, or it is simply your subconscious mind helping you answer life's ponders. No matter how you look at that, it is healthy and you are in the right place. So we do have 4 groups to choose from my Linen Men deck. And then I don't have a box for it, so I'll make sure to put their contact information and their Etsy shop info in the description box for you if you want to get one for yourself, as a way of saying thank you for letting me use their deck on my channel. So, let's see. For your tarot, we're going to do tarot. What are you manifesting right now? Sure, because we'll do what are you manifesting and if you'll get it. All right, so we'll do an extra card out of here as well. Maybe. And then for your tarot, let's just go with these folks. Their Etsy shop will be linked in the description box as well. The others can be found where cards are mass produced. And then these ones I will put in the description box because I don't have a box for them. All right, we'll go ahead and just hold up each little charm for you. Group 1. Group 2. Group 3. And group 4. Okay, go ahead and pause if you still need. We will see you in your individual readings. Bye. Hi, group 1. So if you picked the cute little reindeer, this is what I'm going to tell you right now. This is the one I would have picked because it's like my favorite. It's so cute. And it's sparkly if you can't tell because the lighting's so terrible in here. I wanted to let you know that I also felt some energies coming from the charms that came out for each of the piles today, or tonight, because it's dark as heck in here. How much daylight we saving? It's dark as hell. That was a meme I saw. Anyway. How much light we saving. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, if you pick the reindeer, because it has the big red nose, obviously the reindeer that was up in the North Pole that everybody made fun of for having the big red nose. I feel like y'all are a unique group of people. So not only is it aesthetically my favorite charm in that entire little bag of charms I got that were all Christmas themed. Yeah, I got a whole little bag of them. It's pretty sad and awesome all at the same time. Anyway, this was the most unique one out of all of them as far as like a unique character as well. Okay, so Rudolph, being somebody who was very different, stood out from the rest of the crowd, was ostracized for it, often made fun of and bullied for it, and then he's the one that saves the day at the end for Christmas because Santa gets stuck in the storm. And he shines his way through. I'm telling this whole story again because the shines his way through and saves Christmas is like your difference that has ostracized you. Those of you that have felt ostracized because of being different or quirky in some way. You have the ability to do some kind of magic or blessing or manifestation, right? Because this is why you're here. Onto not just yourself, but lots of other people, just like Rudolph saved all those other people at Christmas. Okay. Anyway. And for those of you that are left, let's go ahead and see what your card is. Okay, the Tower. So the Tower with the Leonard Men deck is different, obviously, from the Tower from Tarot, and I'm slowly learning these, so forgive me if I ever get one wrong, but always go ahead and correct me in the top comments if you would like. although that will make me embarrassed at my lack of skill. This card is about more like power, okay? Oh, what's the rest? Let's see. Let me jog my memory here. It's like, yeah, stuff about, it can be about power, it can be about government, it can be about corruption in some cases. And I don't think that you would be manifesting corruption. Meanwhile, there's this like sinister character sitting in front of their computer or their phone, like twirling their mustache and being like, yes, that you know of. Well, welcome to you too. You know, we all gotta get our reading somewhere, right? But anyway, I'm just kidding. None of you are doing that right now, right? There's all good, just good guys watching this show. Okay, all jokes aside, it's not always about like it's definitely not about things falling apart. Okay, it's definitely a card about ambition. Okay, and so when you talk about like manifesting, and that's what our topic is today, is what are you manifesting right now? This is something that also can give us like a solitude feeling, which also to me kind of gives me, the reader, Emperor vibes. That's what flashed in my mind as well, is that like, and that like Queen of Swords energy of like standing on your own, even if you have to do it totally on your own, right? If that's what you need to do to get stuff done, or to stand for the truth, or to do what's right, then it's okay. Okay, so there can be a loneliness to that in this card as well. It can also be like, you could be, it can be a card of aloofness, and I feel like maybe some of you are trying to manifest somebody out of aloofness, perhaps. I just got like a flash of like not a Hallmark movie I've seen, but like that kind of, Christmas rom-com thing where like the uptight, like conservative, straight-laced, tie-wearing guy that works in DC, right? And like the quirky, bohemian, free-spirited. I mean, those shows are always so cliche, but we get shown, big hard images when we're doing readings because our guides are trying to like really spell it out for us, because we can't see or hear them very well usually. If you can see or hear them, you're a lucky person. If I could see or hear them that well, I'd be living on my own island somewhere. But anyway, because that flashed into my mind, I feel like that's some of these guides are talking about. Someone here is trying to persuade somebody out of their aloofness, or out of that uptight kind of energy. I'll have to play that back and listen to that. I just heard whistling. So anyway, take that for whatever message that means for each of us. Let's see here. If you heard it. If you didn't hear it, it was just for me. Let's see. This card can also be a card of ego. It can also be a card of arrogance, authority, etc. I don't feel like anybody here is having any issue with anybody in authority. I feel like some people here, what you're manifesting, if it's not trying to get somebody out of that uptightness or out of that tower energy as we see it, then I'm seeing you as being a person that's ambitious and going towards your goals very ambitiously. And your goals could be in areas of authority that could end up leading to like a life of more solitude. If you're like a criminal detective of some kind and you live in the craziest war-torn city you can find, that's going to end up being kind of, isolating for you, but you're still going for it. And that's the thing that I feel like all of you are manifesting, if you're in that camp of people, is that you're going for this no matter what. And that lends credit to your charm there about you being more decided, right, about what you are manifesting. And the more decided you are about what you're manifesting, the better it works, baby. Yes. All right, let's get you a couple more oracle cards. Since I said I would do that, so I just need two. Hearth number 19. I'll read the meaning in a minute. cardinal medicine number 3. Good one to get. Cardinals are about like talents, hidden talents, having talents that might bring you abundance. Yes, yes. Okay. With the Hearth card, it says, may your warmth take in the gazing flame. Upon the shivers, they melt away. Again, sorry for the light. It's interesting that for the camp of people that I was talking about, like going into that isolation journey, right? It's like that's your home. That would be your home to you. And one of your guides just like, not like totally like for real physically audibly, but like, but very loud spiritually, I would say, or energetically, I would say, just roared at me that that's your choice, or but that's okay, you know, that's what you choose. That was what they were saying, that that's okay. And it is okay. I also wanted to point out that you also have the cardinals, the exact same picture in the frame from this. That happens a lot. A lot of times they pop out as a pair for some reason lately, but whatever. Anyway, I've had this deck the longest out of all the Seasons of the Witch oracles that I have. I will get all of them eventually. I will have all of them. And then I'll do a review on all of them. But anyway. And let me know if you like that deck in the description or in the comment section. Okay, but anyway, moving on. I feel like your guides are saying that that's going to be a home to you. You're resolved for that. And they're saying that that's cool because you're just unique enough that you can live that way. It would be enough for you. Even if you had no family, no friends, and no associations even for some. Not all, for some. And don't freak out if you're like, oh my gosh, but I don't want to be that isolated. You don't have to be that isolated. You can get out and meet people, okay? You can get out and do things if you need, okay? Well, and if you want to reading on that, let me know in the comment section and we'll get down to business. But for some of you, you're like unique enough that you're like, I could totally be on my own. It's not that big of an issue. You know, I could be on call 24/7 and just sleep when I can, you know, that kind of deal. So that's cool, you know. So the Hearth energy, that's what I see for those folks. For those of you that were in the group of someone trying to get somebody out of this energy or manifest them to get back into a more unique kind of feeling, y'all are trying to get them to kind of create a home with you in some way, or to even see like how important it is for somebody to have a steady home life. So possibly, maybe this just popped into my brain. This could be like a kid that's leaving home and you don't want them to go away forever, but they do, and you're trying to get them to understand that like they, you know, it's not, I don't feel like you're like stifling them so much that you're like, no, you can't go at all. You need to stay home forever. But it's like this idea of like, you can feel like they are going to go away forever because they think that's what they're supposed to do. And like, I've seen kids do that when I taught, would just alienate everybody in their life as soon as they got out of high school because they thought they were supposed to do it to move on. And like ended up really hurting their friends and family's feelings. So anyway, I feel like that, not everyone in that camp, but somebody in that area is dealing with like somebody leaving and then feeling like they're going to just go, go, go. And it doesn't have to be a kid. It could be anybody that's going somewhere and you're trying to make them understand that they should at least remember to come home sometimes. Okay, to not like lose sight of that in some way. The cardinal medicine, let's read that. Thyself bleeds of sacredness and honor fit for the gods. You are worth all the seas and the skies and all the desires you hold inside. So for those of you that were manifesting this desire of going forth into this very, very consumed lifestyle of ambition, congratulations. Like that card's very, very good information from your guides that you're going to make it if you put your mind to it. So yay, manifestation complete already. You might as well think of it, okay? Which would help it manifest better anyway, even if I am full of it. Trust in yourself first. All right. 3 is also a very sacred number. We were also talking about these guys being like good luck, or definitely a symbol of having talents that bring you luck or bring you the drive to do things that others can't do, right? And you're being told that even on top of that, you're also way more oh, sorry, that if you heard that dinging noise, it totally knocked me off my game there. Oh, you're way more worthy and skilled and capable than you even realize, and you're determined to do it no matter what. So your guides are saying it's definitely going to happen if you just keep going forward. All right, let's get you some tarot. Wait, did I talk about? No, I did not. Okay. Group 2 in this group that we're talking about trying to calm somebody down. That honor, bleeding honor, and the worth of that, and your importance, even if people go and leave you behind at home. For some, I feel like that's coming in. Or if this person did just go off and you never saw them again. I don't see that happening, but just for instance, okay? You have worth that you don't know as well. And there's worth to being at a home, okay? Or having a stable life, or having a stability in yourself that maybe people are like, oh, you're so unadventurous, or oh, you're so boring even, right? Or whatever. There's something about you that's not boring. It's like a sacredness, an honor that you bring to like any situation, which is like for you calmness and like hospitality. Like a warm, calm hospitality. Somebody who welcomes somebody in, but it just doesn't let them take over their house, but just kind of like makes them very, very comfortable kind of energy. Okay. And so your guides are also saying that you have, if you can't tame this person that you're worried about, and I'm not saying that's going to happen, but you know, everyone has free will between then and now. They might change their minds or whatever. But at this time, your guides are saying that you have more of a pull on this person than you think. You're more important than you think you are. Whether they recognize it or not, whether you recognize it or not, you're more important. Okay, well, let's go ahead and get some cards. All right. Okay. Let me check my pendulum real quick, and I'm going to do that off camera paused because it might take it a while to swing and not want to put us all asleep or hypnotize anyone. Hang on. Okay, thanks to your guides. So basically what these cards are showing me, a group of the people who are trying to get somebody to loosen up out of this energy. They're showing that this person is going to change, okay? They're going to start, I don't know, with the Eight of Swords, like maybe speaking or taking more action in that direction, letting go of what's like stifling them. And then also, like, they're not going to overdo it and go like crazy town, right? But they're going to kind of change where they need to change, I think, in a way that will please you more than it would disappoint you and make it feel like a celebration. Okay, for those of you who, so that's very good news for that group. For those of you who are just aspiring to get to a very ambitious place, your guides are saying that you are definitely going to make it, because you're not going to let these things hold you back, but you're also going to have a good balance of knowing when not to speak up, when knowing when to speak up, when knowing to let go, when knowing to hold yourself back, etc. and so forth, okay? And you are going to also be celebrating. So with that, I shall leave you all on a high note, and yay for group 1. If this was helpful, tell me how in the comments section. Give me topic ideas there as well. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, there are ways to do so in the description box, and we will see you in the next one. Bye. Hello, group 2 with the little hat. What do you think about that? All right, so what I like about this little hat, ooh, I just heard from somebody's guide that is here, that somebody picked this hat because it reminds you of a hat that you used to wear, or because you really have like a thing for like the hats with the little like pom-poms on the base of them, or whatever you call those. Or the little Santa hats is what I call it. I have very limited vocabulary when it comes to the articles of clothing that people have. I'm like, I'm not sure what kind of hat that is. It's not ball cap. I don't know. Okay, you got 25 of the ring. All right, so obviously these are about commitment. Okay, there's also, I've been learning these decks, so let me remember what I was thinking about with that sucker. It's like commitment, but it can also be like partnership, like 2 of Cups in tarot. It can also be about, think, Miriam, use your words, Miriam. Yes, promises being made. Obviously, it's the wedding ring, gross, so, you know, that's going to be in there for somebody. Congratulations, you're gross. Isn't that a good way to get good news? Like, that's the way I found out from my guides. It wasn't the best way to hear it, Miriam. Sorry, it's a comedy channel. Dry humor, I call it. All right. An agreement between 2 people. So like any kind of partnerships, like say you were trying to get partnership at your firm, it would be like a thing. Okay. That would be a definite yes card to that if that was what you're trying to manifest. Trying to manifest towards this type of level of commitment from any sort of like entity, whether it be marriage or career or whatever, you're well on your way. This is a very affirmative manifestation card. If you're going to get what you want, if this card represents falling in love with like your person, you should get what you want as well. It's also a ring about binding agreements, and so it can be like a legal thing about you maybe signing a contract or doing something along those lines. But definitely a hard affirmative to anything that you are trying to manifest at this time. So congratulations. Oh, one of your guides said hang on to your hat, since that's maybe why some of you were attracted to the hat. And then also the stars on the hat are making me think of like shooting for the stars, or like becoming a star, or like being an awesome star. Yeah. Let's get you some oracle. I love my Christmas cards so much that I use them as much as I can during this month, and because it's only once a year, boo. And then I have winter cards after that. Yes, you're not getting out of the snow just yet. But I try to make so many, and so I've made so many videos, like they're all starting to blur together and be crazy. And I'm like, maybe I don't even know what's going on anymore, but here we be. Okay. That's my way of like trying to excuse myself. Like if I sound crazy, there you have it. All right, so let's look and see about what else you guys have to say. Number 33, snow. There is beauty in the divine that settles on the flesh, and magical enchantment bestowed in purity. That's so funny that it's snow, and I was like, you're not out of the snow just yet. I was making like a winter pun, but I've never made that winter pun in my life. And it's really weird that you got the snow card on top of that. So snow is significant for everybody here for all kinds of different reasons. You know, I am filming these during the obvious winter month, you know, because I always do this during Christmas time. So anyway, I feel as though as you're manifesting your desire, however and whichever out of the very many different desires that we got of manifestation, just go back to the beginning of the video when we're talking about this card to check for yours again. Because I'm not going to keep you here and watch me stumble over trying to remember which one was which. If something comes out specific for each of you, I'll really get to you. But like, for now, let's take it that way and see how it goes. We see that there's something about you that's natural and flawless, all in its natural state. And there's something about what you're manifesting that is too. This is also just more resolution from your guides that this is going to happen for you. Also notice, this is crazy. She's wearing a veil. Gosh, you're so gross, you guys. Whoever here is getting married, just fess up and tell us how gross you are. Because we all know anyway. But yeah, that's looking like if marriage is the goal, you're definitely headed toward. They're both. What the frig is happening? You know, it took me that long to figure that out. I was just like, I've been reading these so much, I'm getting frazzled, and there we go. Okay. Red and white. That's so funny. And the whole time I was also getting distracted in the moment because I heard this voice saying, talk about the wedding stuff. That wedding. And I was like, it was one of somebody's guides, and I was like, I told them that wedding stuff was here. That's all they're getting. I hate romance. Anyway. Okay, that's as honest as I've ever been about how I hear and talk to guides. So please don't give me a bunch of crud about it in the comments. Or do. You know, the negative ones probably generate more views than the positive ones do. That's how everything else works. Okay, let's see. Comment on whatever you want, my soul friends. I'm just glad that people watch. But subscribe and share if you really like it. Okay, and comment. But something about you that's definitely like, yeah, naturally just able to manifest things I'm getting from this. Your guides also just want you to know that they approve of a wedding if you're getting married, gross. They're also showing me that you bring life to winter. One of your guides just said that maybe you're a very lively person in your household. But in any event, and like this guide is saying, you deserve to have the thing that you're manifesting because you've always been such a nice person. And oh, that's so sweet. You're all nice. Whoever that is in group 2. Good for you. Sorry for giving you such a hard time. No, I'm just kidding. If you're getting married, you're going to get a hard time. That's just the way it is. Okay. What else? Some of the magical enchantment bestowed in purity is also somebody is being told that you have that natural. You might have like been saying, I don't know how to manifest. I've never manifested anything in my life. And your guides are saying that you do have that ability. Everybody does. But you have earth magic of some kind. That you do, because I associate winter cards with earth magic. And even though obviously this is a winter deck, so they're all going to be kind of in a winter setting, it's still popping into my head. So it's still going to get you. Whoever you are, whatever that was referring to. Okay, let's move forward. But yeah, still same thing goes. I didn't want to give all the romance stuff too much attention. Anyway, same goes for like endeavors of like your partnerships, your agreements, your whatever else we were talking about. You know, the binding ties of things. So things that are permanent, or the agreement is like you're agreeing at least right now that it's going to be permanent. So that could be like a huge agreement, as well as like going into like a contract of some kind that's very lengthy, those kinds of like energies. And your guides are showing that if you're like wondering if you're going to get those commitments, you're going to. Okay, you're going to get those offers or whatever. This is about jobs or somewhat. And marrying to that work would also be part of the deal. You would definitely be getting a yes to that as well. And like whatever you're going for, if it's in the career department, somebody just said they're a natural at it. Okay. Remembering. If you were like in any of those groups at the beginning that I discussed and you want to know how you fit into each of these, let me know in the comment section and I will jog my memory and watch the video and see what I felt individually for that camp of people. Okay. Oh, how thy glimpse glimmer in the darkest of sights, never forgotten, never still, yet pacing in the mind in the twilight of the night. For some of you, I feel like because I just talked about like your guides, that some of you might be remembering an elderly like or a past person or a guide of yours that gives you really sound and good advice. I'm also seeing that some of you are watching this are very, very worried that you're not going to be able to manifest what you desire. And I'm going to do the whole cliche and be like, you need to be careful with your negative thinking because that hinders it. I'm not going to say that it's not going to happen because this is very clearly a yes to it happening for whoever's watching this. And like, you need to celebrate that and believe in it because that's half of what manifestation is, right? And if you're worried about it, just remember, picturing it working out for the best is the healthiest thing for your brain anyway, for your brain and your body. And therefore, just picture it working out. So like my little rule of thumb with manifestation that helps me the most is just 3 succinct images in my mind of it working out in some way, some visual that proves to me it's working out. And then I just repeat it. And yeah, a lot of times it happens. So there we go. That popped into my head for some reason for somebody. What else? Your guides are saying to remember that it gets darkest before the dawn. So like, I feel like some of you are like in a dark place right now and you can't possibly believe, that things are going to work out for you. And your guides are reassuring you that they are. Okay. Now we're going to get you some tarot. Four of Cups. Uh-oh. Okay. Don't worry. Don't worry because I said uh-oh. Sorry. Didn't mean to scare you. Wheel of Fortune. See? Don't worry. Death. 5 of Wands. 6 of Pentacles. And 10 of Cups. Okay. I like the 10 of Cups because in the tarot deck, it's right after, well, it's not right after, but it's way after 2 of Cups, but it's in the same suit. And so that I want you to remember because that is all about things getting better, starting out good and getting better and staying good, all right? I feel a lot of worry coming through for somebody, and your guides are trying to reassure you. Okay, so moving right along, this is what I'm talking about with the worry people. You might be so worried that you've gotten to a point of like, oh, it's never going to happen, and I don't even care, and you're like staring off into nowhere. Your guides are saying that you need to make sure that you let go of that energy in some way. And like I said, just simply doing that little visualization. It's not like having to talk with yourself saying it's going to happen, right? Because you might not be buying that right now, and that's okay. This is something that might help you manifest without having to like believe it or buy into it in some way, right? Okay, let's move along. The Wheel of Fortune this is a lucky time. This is again your guides reassuring you that this is going to work out. For those of you that are getting like proposed to or actually getting married, if this is a dark time for you too, I didn't connect those two storylines to each other, but just in case that's happening, this would be an indication that a big change is coming to end that conflict and bring about peace and happy ending, happy marriage, children, that kind of gross stuff. Okay. Oh, let's get that out of the way. All right. Congratulations again. Gross. All right. And then, just in case those two were intertwined for anybody, I hope that made sense. All right. And then, Yeah, the death card is like that whole promise that things are not going to be dark. Like this was indicating this. Some of you can't believe that this is going to happen, okay? And that might be giving you conflict in your mind and in your actions and feeling like this and feeling like this. And your guides are saying that that's going to change and you're going to end up here and you're going to have a happy, happy ending. Ooh. And with that, I'm going to let you go because that tuckered me out for some reason. And I think there was a lot more guides than I could even see and a lot more storylines that I could even come up with the examples for. So let me know what your situations were in the comment section. Give me topic ideas there as well. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, there's ways to do so in the description box. Thank you so much. And we will see you in the next one. Bye. Hi, group 3. So if you picked the cute little snowman, I think that some of you are filled with eternal hope and innocence in some way. And I know that when people that are, adults hear they're innocent, it's easy to say I'm not, but I was thinking about the Frosty the Snowman character and how innocent he was when he came out, in the world. So anyway, that popped into my mind. Your guys are saying that at least maybe some of the guides that are here thought you were like that. So there's your little charm. Oh my goodness. If something else connects to your charm during the reading, we will pop that in there as well. And so I'm trying to stay out of the way of the camera because my shadow is very dark because I'm doing this at night like an idiot. It's not really even night, it's like 5, but it's winter, so here we are. You have number 20 with the house. Okay, I like to show it as well as I can when it's dark like this. Okay, so for the house we have like safety, but we also have tradition. Okay, we have culture, conservation or being conservative. Okay, and that doesn't necessarily mean that you're like a conservative or like a Republican of some kind. It just means that you're conservative in some way, like you might have a conservative lifestyle choice of some sort. Like maybe you want to be a housewife or something. Okay. And that's what you're manifesting towards. Okay. Y'all, I don't know what it was. I did not want to be a mom when I was like little. So that was not something that I thought was going to be able to work. And so I never like wished it for myself because I didn't realize it was something I could have, but, and like not have kids. But I was like obsessed with that suburban lifestyle with the mom would like shoo everybody off and like it would show her from the porch waving and then she would like go in and sit down for a while and sip her coffee before she started on like her chores, which in my mind at the time, and now I know this is probably not true, but I thought at the time that because that was her only job that she'd be able to clean everything and keep up with everything all in that same day, like the same hours it took her like husband to like work without calculating that like she makes all the meals, right? Like, so that would have not worked for me to manifest. Sorry if you heard that. My TV popped on because I have a white screen on for YouTube to try to give more light to us. Thank you, YouTube, for weird stuff like big giant lights we can put on our screens. So anyway, I'm also getting the death eye from my cat Lily, and so I'll let you know what that means for you as the reading goes if something pops up. It's a good luck thing, when one of the cats pops in generally, and so that could be a good indication that you're going to manifest what you want. For some of you, I feel like you're just manifesting like a loan or a house, like a home itself, and your guides are saying that this would definitely be possible, that you're definitely on the right track to manifesting that. I've been getting yeses across the board for these manifestations or what you've been manifesting coming through. All right. What else? And a guide said, and it's going to be winter when it happens. So I don't know if that's going to be this winter or next for some of you, but they are showing winter being the time that somebody would get a loan for a house. For those of you that are getting a loan for a house, let me tell you that when I tried to get one, it was like, because I'm old, so I've had one for a while now, but it sucked when I tried to get one because nobody would give us a loan. It was a nightmare. And so, like, we were told from a lot of people that we were just never going to get one and to give up forever. And we were like, never. And look, we won, but it was like 6 years, y'all, almost. And so for those of you that are trying to find like your dream house or find the perfect house, I feel your pain. I know how stressful it is. I know that like it's hard to gripe about it too, because a lot of people will be like, you should be happy you can even afford to have your own home, you know, or you can even stand a chance to get a loan, you know, that kind of thing. But it's still hard. Everybody wants their, like, you know, their thing. Everybody's trying to manifest something. And if you can't manifest what you really want, because I feel like all these are things that you're really trying to manifest hard. Like, it sucks and it hurts to not get what we want. And so I just wanted to make that connection there. That was popping in. So that's definitely a message for somebody. And you're somebody that's trying to get a house. Your guys are saying your loan's going to come through in the winter, or you're going to find the dream house in the winter time. Sorry if you heard that. My cat throws a fit when she doesn't have my full attention sometimes. Like a small human child, which is what I was trying to avoid. But it also means good luck for you. Okay. What else? It also means privacy. So if somebody's trying to get something so they have more privacy, like you're maybe moving out of your family home or moving away from roommates into your own space or whatever, that you're going to be given that in some way. Somebody just said work, and so maybe somebody's going to get a private office or a private like room in a dorm, like a private bedroom or a private bathroom or something along those lines. You're going to get your privacy. Okay, what else? The establishment, safety. You are safe, some of you. And then there is this like weird little thing coming through about, I'm not sure what this angle is. And so I was waiting, hoping something would come through at first, you know, like as we were going through all the other ones, but because there's so many again that I'm not going to be able to like keep bringing them up as we go through the other reading. I'm just going to like tell you to come back to this part to remember about your scenario if you need, or I'll have to go back and find it maybe if we get that deep into the reading. But anyway, you know, to like refresh myself, because I have to do that sometimes because my brain is mush. Okay, sorry. I'm old and traumatized. Okay. What was I saying? Oh, like if there was some kind of message in there about somebody, this is about what are you manifesting right now, but there's some kind of angle in there about somebody not breaking out of the customary established, whatever the F is, the customary established power in their life. Whether that's government or parents or whatever. Do you see where I'm going with that? I hope that makes sense. And either I'm trying to figure out if your guys are saying to break free of that to get what you want, or if that's what you're trying to get, which is strange. I mean, I guess maybe not everybody shies away from establishment type things. Maybe some of you are also, you might want to watch another one of the piles, because there's another pile that was somebody was aspiring to be like, not like a drone, you know, but like a person who was aspiring to like basically marry their work, and the work was going to be like very corporate in some cases, very ambitious. And maybe even like, yes, suit, tie wearing, establishment. Maybe you're not even allowed to get married kind of work. I don't know. Anyway, that's coming through as well. Strange. I'm not sure what that aspect is, but there's some kind of like establishment that you're either trying, or you guys are the same, to break away from to get what you want. or that that's what you want and you're trying to get that. Okay. Oh my gosh. In either case, what you're trying to manifesting is looking very promising for everybody in this group. Okay. And maybe some of you are thinking that's too good to be true. Man, that's very similar to another group. But again, with that Frosty the Snowman story at the end, spoiler alert, you might want to pause this and go watch the old cartoon because it is on YouTube for free. Or go find this story and read it real quick, or fast forward through this part, so that maybe I should do a whole spoiler alert just as a joke, but actually do that in the time. I'll do it. Okay. Spoiler alert. Okay. So if you're still here, it's because you ignored the spoiler alert. Like, Frosty melts because he gets stuck outside. I think in the cartoon, this bad guy sticks him outside or puts him in a greenhouse. He puts him in a greenhouse because it's winter. Duh, Miriam, I remember your stories here. Hey, they could have lived in LA or the South. Gary, okay? Whoever's guide is Gary, I just told him. But no disrespect to Gary or you for having to tell Gary how it is. But anyway, Gary, I'm going on. Just kidding. Am I? Okay. Anyway, he gets put in this little greenhouse and melts, and then all the kids are sad. But then they take him outside and he magically like comes back to life, and it's like, I can't even remember how he does it, but like, and spoiler alert, there's a resilience to that, this can't possibly happen. Sorry. It's very good indication and very good signage here from your guides, right? That if you're feeling like, oh, that's too good to be true for me to get what I want in this manifestation that I'm creating, that they are saying that, believe in it like you would in a story turning out. Again, spoiler alert, the story turns out well. So, okay. All right, we have squirrel medicine, 35, pitter patter, plan ahead, keep silent, your path's desire, no eyes or ears shall see you coming, a well-deserved reveal. Okay, so for all of you, yes, we're going collective here. Ooh, remember I said to watch that other one? I wonder if this card was in theirs as well. Cardinal medicine, you got Manimal. You have animal medicine. Thyself bleeds of sacredness and honor fit for the gods. You are worth all the seas and all the skies and all the desires you hold inside. Number 3. All right. So I feel very collectively speaking with these for sure, which is great because there were so many different people and guides in this group, including Gary. Just kidding, am I? But anyway, your guides are saying to plan ahead and not tell anyone of your plans. Maybe it's something along the lines of like you tell somebody at work, like, hey, I've looked at this house and it's really cool. And you don't realize that they're also looking for a house. And so they run out and look at it and they're like, haha, just kidding, got it. And it's like, oh man, that's like, ugh, wished I hadn't have told you about it, and maybe they would find it anyway because whatever. But at the same time, maybe if you hadn't said anything, they wouldn't have found it. And so I'm not saying that it's going to totally tank your plans overall or tank your manifestation from coming true if any of you tell somebody something or if any of you have told somebody already, okay? Your guides are just saying not to tell anybody from here on out or just to keep this stuff to yourself. I always say not to tell anybody just because I don't want to brag and then jinx it because I bragged and then I feel silly or foolish later for being like, yeah, it's gonna happen, and then it doesn't, and I'm like, shoot, shucky darn. Embarrassing. Okay. This is also your guide saying that you're more important than you think, and that's the other reason why things are going to work out in your favor, is that you're more deserving than you know. Okay, is what's coming through there. Goodness, and there's a client. Anyway, sorry about that if that was loud. I was getting a call from a client. Your guides are also showing that, yeah, you deserve this sacred thing or this wonderful stuff happening to you because you're more deserving than you know. What else? Yeah, so keep things to yourself and have faith that things are going to actually manifest the way you want them to, because your guides are saying that they will. Okay, let's keep going here. We have Page of Wands. That's also about being inspired and having faith, and it's like the page doesn't know he can make magic yet in this card, but he is going to make magic, right? And that's what manifestation is all about. If you believe it, it will happen. If you will it, it shall be. What? Well, there you have it. That's all about making magic as well, if you're not familiar with the High Priestess's meaning. Somebody said somebody here doesn't realize that they can make magic or be psychic or have powers like that, but you have already been able to your whole life. Some of you are stepping into your true calling with this manifestation ability, and you will have second chances. For some of you, you may have tried to manifest this before and it didn't happen, and you're actually giving it a second go, which has been daunting because it didn't work out the first time, and that was hard enough to swallow the first time, okay? This is all about second chances and things working out, something coming back to life when you thought it was gone. The Five of Pentacles is also about just the fear and worry of something not working out, not the actual outcome of it not working out. So your guides are trying to reassure you yet again that they've got your back, that everything's okay, that they're right there glowing, ready to help you out. All right, this might take some time for some. And I feel like for some of you, it's like, I wanted this to happen 5 years ago. So right now, please. For those of you especially, this is a call for patience and to make sure to listen to your guides about when to move forward and when to hold back, especially when talking to people. Somebody just said in my ear. Okay. And the King of Wands. That's about as good and as reassuring as it can get. You start out as the page and you end up as the king. So with that, I'm going to leave you. If this was helpful, tell me how in the comment section. Give me topic ideas there as well. If you would like to book a private reading with me, there are ways to do so in the description box. Don't worry. We'll see you in the next one, okay? Take care. Bye-bye-bye-bye-bye. Hi, group 4. So if you picked the cute little bells, the little golden bells with the holly. I've seen these little things with mistletoe on them, and then people have to kiss under them, which is like really cool if you like wanted to kiss under them, but if you don't want to kiss under them, then it's kind of awkward. And so people, I assume, back when they did this for a game in the day, would most likely probably be very, very hesitant to stand under it if there was nobody at the party they were interested in. Those who were would probably try to get them into that lane. So I feel like some of you are trying to get somebody into your lane romantically with this card. Okay? And I want to make sure this is very distinct when I say it, because I don't want to get anybody's hopes up in this next group that I'm going to talk about. Okay? So some of you are trying to get these people into your lane. And that's what you're trying to manifest. We have yet to find out if that's going to happen or not, okay? There's another group of people that are just being called out to me by their guides with this charm. So this is all we're using as our point of reference here, who have already been proposed to, who are already planning a wedding. 2 different sets of people there, okay? Try to keep track of yourselves, because I will lose track as soon as we start laying in all the other information that comes in. Okay, so let's see. Some of you are manifesting towards planning a wedding, and like I think you're manifesting like not just the perfect wedding, but like the perfect marriage, right? And we all know everything is perfect, but just I think like you feel like at least somebody in here feels like it's already pretty perfect, right? And it's like a really, really good like relationship. And maybe you've had people tell you things like, oh yeah, once you get married, that'll all change. I'm going to tell you right now, it doesn't. I've been grossly married for 25 years. So anyway, okay, not married that whole time, but with my partner that whole time. And so anyway, that being said, Well, grossing myself out because I told on myself. You're manifesting towards some kind of a good a good managed relationship, a great wedding, and then start to finish, great wedding, start to finish, great life, great marriage. Okay. What else do I feel with that charm? There might be information in this for other people once we see this card, because this is the manifestation card right here. But that is coming through for some specifics. So just for extra confirmation that you're in the right place. Sorry for the gross information. I feel like also there might be somebody in here that just wants somebody in their life, and they're trying to manifest that with that first. But, you know, wedding bells is usually pretty romantic. Okay. Okay, let's look and see. The Mountain, 21. Okay, so the Mountain is definitely about blocks and things standing in your way. So I'm feeling this definitely for the people who, well, I'm feeling it for all of you, and I'm not trying to be like, nothing's going to work out for you. This is just what you're trying to manifest so far, okay? So we're still just seeing if you're in the right group. Don't freak out so hard. I feel like some of you have been watching a video or watching several videos even on whether or not this thing is going to work out for you, whether or not you're going to have the perfect wedding, the perfect marriage, and whether or not you're going to get somebody to partner up with you in some way, whether that's romantic or in some other kind of friendship way, okay? There's already a lot of obstacles or one big obstacle facing both of these scenarios. Does that make sense? And so it's not saying that you aren't going to get it yet. It's just saying that if that's what you already know about this situation, then you're in the right place. If you're like, no, we've already made it through not getting married per se, but I just want the wedding to be perfect, you're probably still going to get married, okay? You're just like not maybe going to have the perfect one. That's not sure in the bag yet, because we just have the idea that if you're worried about that being the perfect wedding, then you're in the right place. Does that make sense? I just don't want to freak anybody out. Look, I'm freaking out. I feel that. Don't freak out. But you're in this reading, I feel like, because there's something large facing you, or at least something that you perceive to be large. I feel like it might be like a mean mother-in-law, or like an unaccepting whole other family that is, you know, unaccepting of your person, or they're unaccepting of you, or you perceive them to be, or, you know, people think that you perceive them to be and you know for sure. It's okay. I was one of those. I believe you. All right. I'm on your side, yo. Okay. But the other one, trying to bend somebody into what you want them to do. I feel like you've been getting some resistance from them, or maybe like they're with somebody and that might be what's getting in the way, or there might be like distance, like literal like landscapes that big that you have to fly over to get towards each other or get even near each other. Oceans between you in some way. Okay, so you're feeling like that in either of those scenarios, you're in the right place. With this one, you're trying to get a person into some kind of an agreement. With this one, you're trying to get, you know, you've got the person, but you're trying to see if moving together as smoothly as you like is going to manifest that way. Okay. I hope we've got that all straight, because I'm not going to say it again, because I'm going to forget in 2 seconds, okay? 1, 2, and it's gone. All right. But you guys probably remember, because you're the ones that are living this life. Okay. Perseverance 26. Stay in thy power, dear child, for thy lonely is never alone. When the world is dreadful upon thee, they say. Turn to the spirits within thy. Okay. Alrighty. Interesting. Give me Snow White vibes. Even though, like, Snow White wasn't packing a bunch of apples around. Red Riding Hood might have been, she wasn't. Yeah, Red Riding Hood had like the little like red cloak on. So I think I'm mixing up my fairy tales there. Good grief. Okay. So your guides are saying to manifest what you want. I feel like this isn't a hard yes or no yet. Okay, some of the other groups got like hard yeses and nos. This is more like this is what you need to do to manifest what you want. You came to the right place if those were your scenarios. Now we're going to tell you what to do to get there is what your guides are saying for this group in particular. So a little bit different for each group. Keeps me on my toes. Oof, I should never do these at night. Okay. So saying to stay in thy power, dear child, for thy lonely is never alone when the world is dreadful upon thee. Turn to the spirits within thee. So your guides are saying to listen to them as you move forward. They're going to help you get over these hurdles. And part of where you've started is by getting right here. So you're definitely in the right place. All right. I like that the apples are there. Those to me symbolize hope. They also symbolize knowledge to me. So let's keep going. And accomplishment. We have Mother Mary. Into the arms of a mothering embrace swells a wisdom full of grace. In thy bosom where she whispers sleeps the eye of winter. 23. Mother Mary. Okay, here we go. All right, so somebody here might listen to it in this moment. If you do, I also listen to it in this moment. I didn't hear a particular song, so that's the meaning I took. If I would have heard the song, I would have taken meaning from the lyrics and not cared if anybody here listened to it in this moment. But anyway, let me know if you like them in the comments section. So for those of you who are trying to bend somebody towards what you want, your guides are saying to get them to come towards you or to bend to what you need. I know you're not trying to like bend or manipulate anyone because you're not a weirdo. It's saying that you don't need to do anything. It's either going to happen or it won't. And that what you need to do is stay in your own power. And so you kind of need to still yourself. Like still yourself, not steal yourself. Still yourself. Like calm yourself down and be still and know that what you need is coming towards you. That you're going to, if you're in a little plane, you're going to make it over those mountain peaks to what you desire if you just believe you can. But you're still doing the actions, but you're moving towards it and believing that you can. Your guides are saying you're not alone. They're going to tell you what to do to get there as you go forward. Okay? For those of you who are like planning the perfect wedding or relationship or partnership with someone and there's like big things standing in the way that make you feel like it's not going to stay good between you or that things are going to be ruined in some way, your guides are saying to stay in your power, that what you have is a powerful thing and you should be able to withstand any obstacle as long as you both keep your resolve and keep your communication open, keep your vows to each other. To be a unit will be enough to get you through. So be sure to just communicate with your spouse and do it in a constructive way. Don't do it in a fight picky way, okay? Or in an insecure way. Do it more in a sense of like, this is what I want for us because X, Y, Z, and try to leave other people out of it if you can. For those of you who aren't getting married and you're just like in a relationship or moving forward, take that as it applies to your individual situations. If it's not a wedding, some kind of, I do see like a very heavy influence of like in-laws and extended family. And so you guys might be Catholics as well in some cases, and there might be like a lot of family involvement. And so your guides are saying to stand in your own strength, stand in your own lane, get your spouse in the same lane with you by communicating, and then just moving forward together as a solid unit of two, okay? Two that make one, or however, whatever the two partnership thing stands for if this isn't romantic. All right, and then your guides are also saying that somebody's mom is actually on y'all's side. If this is a marriage, you might know who that is, you might not. That will be revealed to you if you do not know yet. If you pray to the Mother Mary, pray to her for guidance, they're saying. You might want to look her up and pray to her like you would, Archangel Michael or whatever, because there is like a live energy there, okay? Regardless of what your religion is. So, winter. If you're watching this during winter time, and you're wondering a time frame of when something's going to happen, it will be happening in the winter time, whether it's this winter or next, or it's just going to happen in the winter. This is also a figure looking over you and a feminine energy that's guiding you through this. It's a positive energy that you will be able to manifest what you want. All right, let's go ahead and move on to some tarot. I'm starting to tucker out and the light is just killing me. Celebrations, that's also a good sign. 10 of Pentacles, that also shows like good signs for people wanting to be in love, get married, be a happy, lasting relationship. King of Pentacles, somebody being giving or getting what they want. Abundance, luck coming in. 10 of Swords, the worst being over. 6 of Swords, getting out of danger just in the nick of time. Or some, you know, an energy of helping each other through a weathered storm and making it together. And your guides are saying that you need to rest. There's a lot of worry in all these groups. I think it's because of what you're manifesting. You all want it so bad that you'll do anything to get it. Okay, I did see some wedding reception, a joy with this and this one as well as lasting relationships for everybody in the couples section. Gross. We also have somebody being very giving to someone, or somebody manifesting being abundant enough to be giving of their money or time. So if you were looking at this as some kind of a success, your guys are saying you would have enough to share, and so that's a good indication that you're going to get what you want and whatever you're trying to manifest, if I'm not articulating it properly. 10 of Swords shows that some of you might be feeling low, and a lot of people were feeling low up to this point, and so your guides are saying that even though it seems bleak, that you're going to make it through, and so you need to relax and just know that it's going to happen, especially for tonight or whenever it is that you're watching this. Okay, with that, I'm going to leave you, my wonderful group fours. If this was helpful, tell me how in the comments section. Give me topic ideas there as well. If you would like to book a private reading with me, there are ways to do so in the description box, and we will see you in the next one, my friends. Take care. Bye.